Listen, YouTube, all I'm asking is that you find 7 million viewers, okay? Right now I've got dead people and felons watching my channel. Just, say you made a mistake and my team will take care of the rest. Hello and welcome to the Phoenix News Special Report. Hello everyone, we are covering the big news of Donald Trump's 4th indictment. Biggest news so far? Kink-positive dating site FetLife has added a new category: people who are sexually stimulated by watching Donald Trump get indicted. Now, what makes this indictment different? One thing is DA Fani Willis's use of Georgia's Racketeer-Influenced and Corrupt Organizations, or RICO Law. Now, the way that this law works is normally if 5 people do a crime together, then they each get charged for the crime they did and go to jail. RICO says, you know what? We're gonna charge all y'all's criminal asses at once. You wanna ride together? You're gonna do time together. Ironically, Rudy Giuliani pioneered the use of RICO laws to go after organized crime in the 80s and has now been indicted using those same laws, which is so beautiful that it hurts me physically. The other thing that makes this indictment different is that if he is elected president, because this country is fucking nuts and that might actually happen, Trump can't pardon himself out of this one. So if you see him sweating profusely, well, could be because of that, but also just kind of standard for him. And the third thing that makes this one different is that the trial will probably be televised because Santa heard my prayer. So what are the 19 co-conspirators accused of? Mostly lying, a lot of that, but also using fake electors, harassing election workers, breaking into voting machines, and trying to get government officials to break the law for them. In fact, the indictment says that they used 8 different ways to try and overturn the 2020 election. And I have to admire their persistence. If you want to change reality bad enough, don't let silly things like facts and decency stop you. Trump and his many, oh God, so very many co-conspirators are going to be staring down vast, overflowing oceans of evidence against them that they created by being dumb. Now, we've all heard of the perfect phone call Trump made asking the Secretary of State of Georgia to find him some votes. Incidentally, Fani Willis also agrees it was perfect because it made her job a lot easier. But now there's written evidence too. So one of Trump's lawyers went with Rudy Giuliani to Georgia and got written permission to access their voting machines, which is very not legal. Then this legal eagle wrote about their little adventure in a group chat at work, because rule number 1, as any lawyer will tell you, is always put the incriminating evidence in writing. For more on that, we turn to our chief legal correspondent, Stringer Bell.
Is you taking notes on a criminal fucking conspiracy? What the fuck is you thinking, man?
Then there's Trump lawyer John Eastman, who sent an email to Pence's lawyer asking Pence to violate the Electoral Count Act. In writing! In an email!
What the fuck is you thinking, man?
Another interesting tidbit from the indictment says that Trump's speech declaring that there was voter fraud was drafted 3 days before the election even took place. And again, I have to admire these people for how well prepared they were. Why wait to start working on your conspiracy to overthrow democracy? Be proactive. While there's a mountain of evidence against the 19 defendants, let's face it, most of the evidence will end up coming from Trump shooting his mouth off about all of his crimes. Donald Trump is like if OJ's book, If I Did It, came to life and never had the word if in the title. And the brain trust of co-conspirators here was led by Rudy Giuliani. So yeah, they're all fucked. Now, there have been a lot of notable reactions to this new indictment, but I want to talk about 2 specifically. First up is Lindsey Graham, who had 2 interesting things to say.
He's spending more money on lawyer fees than he is running for office.
Lindsey, you say that like it's a bad thing. But he did make a good point.
The American people can decide whether they want him to be president or not. This should be decided at the ballot box.
He then added, and then that ballot box should be taken to Donald Trump's personal bathroom at Mar-a-Lago, where it can be held for safekeeping until he can find the votes inside of it. Another reaction came from Hillary Clinton. When asked if she had anything to say regarding Trump's many indictments, Hillary Clinton said she felt sad. She then laughed so hard that she left a wet spot on her chair. After that, she poured herself a drink and invited American voters to Pokemon go fuck themselves. A lot of big feelings today. Trump now faces over 100 criminal charges over 4 cases. He's got trials scheduled for October, January, March, and May, with 2 more trials to be scheduled soon. He's about to have so much real-world courtroom experience that they should give him an honorary law degree. Bro's gonna be writing amicus briefs in his sleep. But are there more indictments to come after this one? Here's how you can tell. If a courthouse suddenly gets a lot of razor wire for no apparent reason, just for funsies, there's probably an indictment coming. Another telltale sign is Trump starting to insult civil servants that no one's ever heard of before. If the staff at Mar-a-Lago goes ahead and paints the walls red in the dining room to save themselves some trouble later, that's a definite sign. Also look out for Melania suddenly deciding to vacation in another hemisphere. And finally, you'll know shit's going down if the fundraising page on the MAGA website gets a design refresh. That wraps up our special coverage of Trump's 4th indictment, but stay tuned tomorrow for all the other stuff that's happening that's not Trump and his bronies getting totally clocked by justice. And before you go, grab a way more excited about indictments than I used to be shirt from our store. Links in the description. See you tomorrow.
Your efforts are valid, but I don't think you can step up to the challenge.